Hi, my name is Lisa Wood. My child goes to Meadowdale High School in the Edmonds School District. And I've just learned that Meadowdale High School, Edmonds School District, wants to cut all the jazz programs and make various severe cuts to the Edmonds School District and Meadowdale High School music programs. I want to first take a moment to let's look at what our children have been through. The children who are in high school right now, my daughter, my kid, went to, they were going through COVID right at the same time that they were supposed to be starting middle school. Middle school is a hard time for a lot of people. My kid has never been, not everybody is super inspired by just doing math and just sitting down, looking at a piece of paper and studying. Not everybody, that doesn't inspire everybody. That doesn't fully, completely inspire me. I need a dichotomy of things in my life to be inspired, to learn. To take music away from children, just so we know, I'm hoping the right people actually listen to this and hear this. And I need you to know I'm a single working mom. And so know what I am going through on a daily basis, trying to raise a good child, trying to be a good community member, doing the best I can at my job, working with disabled children. And I just need you to know my kid during COVID, while they were in middle school, went through some really bad depression. And a part of what helped slowly get my kid out of that depression, was the Meadowdale choir program. My kid went to Meadowdale Middle School. Then my kid, also the counselor helped. There were, multiple factors helped, but one piece was the Meadowdale choir program. My kid was telling me how much they want to be in jazz choir next year. My kid is not a super scholarly person. And this is no offense. Not everybody wakes up every day and is super determined, just not everybody wants to be a math instructor. Not everybody wants to get a PhD in school, right? A PhD in history or a PhD in writing. We're different human beings. Some people are very drawn to music. And to take this away from children, it's unacceptable. I'm sorry. Completely unacceptable. You need to find other places to put cuts. I don't know what else, you got to do something. You got to find another spot to take cuts from. I get life is hard. I get budgets are hard. I get it. Again, single mom, okay? My life is all about making sure I can pay rent every month so my kid and I live while I'm doing the job of three people as one human being. And just so we know, because I really need you guys to know where I'm coming from in part, I and other working parents, we all work, we all have kids at Meadowdale High School. We are all choosing to be part of Mambo, which is the organization that helps fundraise for the Meadowdale Arts Program. The arts are that important to us that working parents are making the choice to come together and help all the high school art participants. What does that mean to you as a superintendent? What does that mean to you as somebody on the board at Edmonds High School or Edmonds District or Meadowdale High School? What does that mean to you as a principal? It takes a community, it takes a village to raise children and to be a good society and for all of us to be good community members. I get that. To be honest, myself personally, so much of my life has been about performing arts. I took, I started taking, I think I took violin in 4th grade, then I went over to band in 5th grade. And to be honest, probably part of the reason I graduated high school was my friends in band. My friends in band and the stuff in band and music was a big factor of what just, it gave me drive. It gave me motivation. I started then learning how to dance. I played drums with drum corps for a handful of summers. And then I was so into, right? I then learned to dance. I have then, from the time, my entire adult life has been spent dancing in one form or another. I became a professional dancer, I have performed so many times. Most of my friends are all either artists or musicians or dancers, performers, and we've all shared a lot of good times and good laughs, and we're all good people. And a lot of my friends, we all have a regular day professional job, and then we have this other thing we're super into, super passionate about. But for all of us, it started when we were kids. Every one of us. We all talk about in high school or middle school, like when we were first picking up those band instruments or whatever and going, dinking around. Those are the, stories we tell each other. And we are all good members of society. A lot of us volunteer our time, places. We all have various professional jobs. I have a job helping disabled children move better in this world. And, my professional career job is a direct result of me being in band when I was in 5th grade and me being in band when I was in middle school. That's what gave me purpose, and continuing to move is a big part of my life and part of what gives me purpose. And it gives me that drive and that happiness so I can still go and do my professional job helping disabled children in this world. It can't be one or the other. Honestly, you want me to do the hard work learning kinesiology, you want me to do the hard work of learning down anatomy, physiology, you want me to do the hard work, the hard scientific work, you gotta let me have my outlet as well. It upsets me because I know how much, in part, how much this means to my child and how much this means to other people. My kid being in choir is part of what keeps them from being horribly depressed. You ask any mom on this planet if they want to see that. My kid was telling me about next year's choirs they were going to be in, and one of them was jazz choir. I honestly feel like those who are making these budget cut decisions, in my opinion, you need to be willing to tell the kids yourself. You need to look those kids, in my opinion, face to face and have a conversation. Not just a one-sided conversation. You need to tell them what your budget proposed cuts are, why, and then let them respond. How about coming to us as parents, having a sit-down in-person meeting, telling us, give us the full picture. I get it. Budgets are hard. Life is hard. I get that. But let us see fully what you are doing. You tell us why, and then be willing to listen to us. This makes no sense to me. We live in, there are $1 million to $3 million houses in Edmonds. Okay. We got Boeing, not too far by. We live in a thriving metropolis. I don't have to leave Edmonds to get everything I want. I literally live and work within 15 minutes. I did not, we live in a thriving community. We all pay very high taxes. Housing prices are through the roof. We vote in the budget proposals you want. If we need to go to our politicians and say, hey, you need to own up, that's fine. Let's do that as well. Don't just put this on the kids. Tell the politicians they need to figure out how to release more money. Don't just put this on the kids and take away from art. For those of us who live and love art, you can't take life away from creative people. You can't take art and life from people. Life is art to some people. Some people, we just need to create. That's just innately part of who we are. My kid's that way and always will be, and it's not right to take it away. This gives the choir and the band gives kids community. You know, it wasn't until I was in college where I finally got community out of math, and that wasn't from my math class or my math teacher. That was from the study club area, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. It's disappointing. It's hurtful. It's hurtful knowing I'm putting all this effort into something that obviously means more to me than it does to you, because I would not make that budget cut. I would find other cuts. And I don't want to cut stuff from kids, believe me. I want kids to live as fulfilling a life as they can. Because, and I think most good parents do. Obviously, we all have a different idea of that. I get that. But this is unacceptable. And you guys got to find something else. You can't do this. All right. Thank you.